Doug.
And I'm Cathy.
And this is Maggie Mae. Join us as we follow the moon. Today, we'd like to show you around Clerbrook Resort. This is an Encore park that we're staying at with our trails collection with 1,000 Trails. And this is a huge park. It's in Clermont, Florida. It's over 1,250 sites, and we'd like to show you around this great resort.
Come join us.
Now, this is a huge park, and we're going to start in showing you in the top left-hand corner. That's an area called Crossroads, and then we're going to work clockwise around the map. There's 3 different areas, and we're going to show you a little bit of each of the 3. We're heading south on Route 27, south of the Turnpike, in Lake County between Leesburg and Clermont. And this is a very easy in, easy out park. The only place that's at all tight getting into it is right at the guard shack. And just keep an eye in your mirrors. There's posts on the right and the guard shack roof on the left. They've just recently redone their entrance. And it is really pretty right from the beginning. Now we're going to go through the right-hand lane. When you go in and check in, you'll get a code for the gate pass. Enter the code, up goes the gate, and in we go. And the amenities of this park start right from the very beginning. On our left-hand side, there is a basketball half court and a little fishing lake.
This is also the beginning of their golf course.
Mm-hmm. And we'll see some of the golf course up here in just a second. But we're bringing this straight back into the park. And as you come through here, again, it's all open land on the left. There are some units on the right, and this park is definitely a mixture of permanents, annuals, as well as transient RVers.
So nice little dog station there that we just passed.
Now over here is where you can get your golf cart if you're coming for golfing, and this is their pro shop. And then this is their driving range right behind the pro shop. Now we're going to come right on up here to the corner, and we're going to go off to that upper left hand corner. This section is called Crossroads. On the right hand side, you'll see holes 10 through 15 of their 18-hole golf course. And there's people out there all the time. And on the left-hand side of this road are holes 16, 17, and 18.
And there's gators out there.
Yes. Everywhere in Florida. Just use caution. They will come up and sun themselves on the banks.
Yeah. This is actually the area that has the most beautiful sunsets.
Mm-hmm. This is Crossroads, and we've stayed here a couple of times, all but one time before we've been in Crossroads.
Mm-hmm.
Now these sites on the right-hand side, these are their elite sites. Just a personal recommendation, I don't recommend the elite sites. They are right along the golf course, and you do hear of people getting their RVs hit, getting windows knocked out with stray golf balls. So that's just for what it's worth. It's a beautiful view because they back right up to the golf course, but you just have to be very, very cautious if you're in one of those sites, and those are the elites.
And they're also mowing all the time, so you do hear the mowers more.
I've forgotten, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, this is the first little community area of 3. Every one of their community areas have clubhouses, bathhouses, laundry, and swimming pools and hot tubs. So there's a lot of convenience in this park. There's a nice shuffleboard court. And this section, they're building, instead of just being the normal, this is their laundry area just as you go in the side entrance, but this is all set up with games in here. So there's pool tables, there is foosball, there's air hockey, you name it. There is all sorts of fun stuff to do.
It's
in
really
there.
nice.
Now we're going to go there past this, and there are a lot of sites that we're not showing you. This park is huge. We're just going the main routes around all 3 of these sites, all 3 of these little areas, so you can kind of get a feel for them. But there are roads going right and left across here that are full. I've honestly never seen this park as full as what it is right now. Now the road here is going to turn off to the left, and it's going to bring us back out to the entrance to this crossroads section where we first came in. There are some nice big trees. They have done a beautiful job of trimming up trees.
Yes, they have.
I had noticed a spot that we had been over on the other side. You had a tree right in an intersection that hung real low, and we drug tree limbs on it getting in. It's trimmed way up now. They've done some beautiful maintaining and improving to this park recently.
Yeah.
And probably one of the friendliest group of not only the residents there, but the employees there. The person that welcomed us when we checked in was very enthusiastic and very, very nice way to go into a park.
Yes.
You really felt like you were in for a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, just before we got back to the pro shop, we're going to make a left-hand turn. This is going to take us over to the next section, the one that was in the top right-hand corner of the map that we showed. And this is the veranda area.
I've seen people fishing out over here to the left.
And I have seen gators over there on the banks.
Yes.
Not this trip, but I have in the past. There's another doggy station.
Yep.
There are not a lot of those, but there's at least one in each section, and there is a nice dog park that we'll show you here in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
So right here is where we officially enter the veranda sites. And there really isn't a lot of difference in the sites in any of these 3 areas. It's basically just 3 different areas of the park. Now their maintenance areas over here on the right, that's all behind the privacy fence. And as you can see as we go through here, it is a pretty heavy mix of people who have permanent units, park models, whether they're seasonal or whether they are in their 365.
Yeah.
But they have the RVs are just intermixed with them. Some parks we've been to where they've been mixed like that don't seem like they work too well. There's a little bit of
Feeling like you're in a residential area.
Yeah, and feeling like you're trespassing in their residential area a little bit. Not here. Everybody seems very nice and very welcoming. Now, this area, the verandas rec hall, has that nice little fire pit off to the side. It's got a nice little area out back that overlooks the pool. Another nice pool there. This is the inside of this rec center. They were just getting ready for an event tonight.
They've been keeping this place busy.
Definitely. And just off to the left of that is another building, and that is laundry and bathhouses again. They've added this since the last time we were there. This is the
cute.
little snack shack for
Yeah.
the baseball field. And yes, there's a beautiful baseball field. There's also a wood shop if you want to do some woodworking. Now this part of the veranda section does seem to be more RVs and less park models. This is an area that we haven't been in. We've stayed in the veranda area once, but it was in that first part we went through.
Like a block away or 2 blocks away from this. But this really has a very campground feel back here.
This is an area we would like to be in till we stay here again. And most of these sites in this park can accommodate any size rig. I've seen quite a few big fifth wheels and big tag axle coaches, and there's no problem with fitting them in. Some of the streets are a little tight, some of the spaces maybe aren't quite as wide, but a lot of the acreage of this park is taken up with the golf course.
And it seems like a lot of it is very level.
Yeah, the sites seem to be nice and level. Haven't seen a lot of rigs up on blocks or anything that way. Now this is kind of the tail end of the veranda section that we're going through here. And there are a few street lights around. And at this point, we're kind of going out of the veranda section and getting ready to go into the section that goes across the bottom of the map and over into the bottom right-hand corner. And that is called the lifestyle section. Now the lifestyle section seems like, to me at least, it seems like has a heaviest mix of
Park models. Yeah.
annuals, permanents.
I'm guessing it may have been the original, that they built them in sections.
The first 9 of the golf course back up to this, and because of that, I would kind of imagine it is the first section.
Everything's kept up.
I was just going to say the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's an older section or a newer section. The park is very well maintained, but people are taking very nice care of their properties.
Yes.
We're going to come up here, make a stop, and go to the left. And this is going to bring us on around to the bottom section. This is still the lifestyle section, but this is going to bring us back around towards the entrance where we came into the park. Now, one thing that I didn't get a picture of, and that is a nature trail that parallels this road.
Right, yeah.
And it parallels this road and goes on over by the dog park that we'll show you here in a little bit. But there is a nature trail over there that you can walk.
You can take your dog out back through there.
In fact, it's even marked on the map with the little dog walking symbol all the way through there. Now just around this curve, the road is going to fork. We're going to take the left-hand fork That fellow there has a beautiful front yard.
Oh, yeah.
Right in that fork.
Yeah.
Now this is the laundry and bathhouse for the lifestyle section. Again,
This place is always busy.
it's always busy and it's huge.
It is.
It's $2 for a wash, $2 for a dry, so it's very competitive. The bathhouses, one side is set up with the sinks and toilets, the other side is set up with the showers, and the first shower here is a handicap accessible flat floor and oversize. And I'll show you what one of the regular showers look like here also. Everything's nice, clean,
Yeah.
and everything looks like it's been renovated
Yeah.
fairly recently. It seems like a lot of these parks, we say that they're clean but they're older.
Yeah.
This one, they've all been upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you've got the side streets that go off to the right in between the two main roads, and the ones off to the left each hold probably 8 or 10.
Yeah.
Now right down here on our right is a nice open air shelter. And just beyond that is a huge shuffleboard area. Now we're going to turn off here on into the left. Just before we do that, I'm sorry, this is their dump station. This was on our right. The dump station, and then the area here at the white fence is their propane.
Everything seems real easy to get in and out of.
Mm-hmm. Now, here we turned on into the left, and I wanted to show you this area. This is where the walking trail that we talked about takes off from. But most importantly, it has a beautiful dog park.
Yes, and there's two sides to that.
This right here is the larger side. The smaller one is just over onto the left. And the end of this building has a little shelter there. Got a beautiful library. I couldn't get over the size of the library. That whole room is full. And then if you come down past those bookshelves and down this hallway, there's another nice little reading area, and again, it's all full.
Yeah.
Right out in front of that is the playground. Now we're going to come back out of that parking lot just to get your bearings. That's the propane there in front of it. The trash dumpsters are just off to our left. They're also all enclosed in that white privacy fence, so they look nice. And we're going to turn left here at the corner where we had just seen that open air pavilion. They have cornhole set up, and they have horseshoes set up. And then on up against that yellow building is another pool and hot tub area.
And there's restrooms in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And showers.
Now this is the rec hall for the lifestyles area. I like the saying there across the entrance. And they were actually doing line dance when I was shooting this. And we're going to bring you down here and show you our spot. We were in the lifestyle section, space 202, and this is the first time we've been in this section. And we are on Road F, and we'll be off to the left towards the golf course. And there's 8 spaces back here. And I believe it's divided up 4 and 4.
Yes.
4 permanent and 4 transient. Give you an idea of the hookups. They've went through and upgraded the sewer connections on every site in the park. They're now poured concrete and threaded, so they're completely up to standard. And then the electric and water hookups are at the rear of the site. We also had a nice little concrete pad there. So Kathy, what did you think about our time here at Clerbrook Golf and RV Resort?
It is so relaxing, so beautiful.
It takes up a lot of area, and I suppose if I have one qualm with the park, the sites are a little tight. They're a little bit more narrow than some of the parks in the area, but it's done that way because so much of the area is taken up by the beautiful golf course. And if you're a golfer, I think this would be a great place to come. If you're not a golfer, it's still a great place to come.
It sure is.
Lots of activity, lots to do, and it seems like that's what everybody's looking for in an RV park, is activities, things to do, things to see. And if you'd like to do that without breaking your budget, we have a way to help.
That's right.
We have very good friends of ours that work with Thousand Trails, Warren and Sharon Lewis, and they will help you understand what Thousand Trails has to offer, as well as these Encore parks, and what type of a camping situation you use will determine what they would recommend for you.
So it's time for you to give them a call.
That's right. Recommendations are free. You got nothing to lose.
That's right.
Tell them that Doug, Cathy, and Maggie Mae sent you. We appreciate it. They do help support our channel. And with that, we hope you've enjoyed our video today. If you have, leave us a thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing and ringing that notification bell. That way you'll know when every one of our videos come out.
And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thanks for watching today.
If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
And be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when new videos come out.
Don't forget to follow us on social media too.